Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1188. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to it. No topic today. Could be the worst episode yet. There's a lot of bad episodes to choose from. No topic Tuesday. The funny thing is, I tend to not have topics when I surround myself with cards. Like the last 2 weeks, haven't done anything. I've just been playing with my baseball cards. Show about cards, you would think, well, you should have a lot of things to say. Doing nothing but shipping, listing, sorting, shipping, listing, sorting, shipping, listing, sorting. No, it's like, what am I going to talk about? Haven't been out much, which is good and bad. So, but this week will be different. It's the Madison Card Show, Saturday, May 25th on your calendar. Sheraton Hotel, John Nolen Drive. We're a sold-out show, 175 dealer tables, 3 ballrooms, 2 floors. You've got the first floor as you walk in, the State Street Ballroom and the Williamson Ballroom. Upstairs, the mezzanine and the Capitol Ballroom. And this is the big one. This is the Brat Fest weekend. Brat Fest going on across the street, right over across John Nolen Drive. Friday night, if you come in early, you've got the Village People. Friday night actually there's a lot of music that I want to go partake in, but I probably won't. I say this every year. Like, I'll go set up and I'll go across the street. Tantric is on stage Friday night, 6:15. It looks like. One of my dealers is in a 90s cover band, the Foo Foo Dolls. They're on stage this Friday at 4:40, which is actually that's kind of right in between when I go. Usually I go in the early afternoon and then again around dinner time. Tantric, 6:15 on stage. Boba Flex. I'm a big fan of Boba Flex, their music too. They're on stage at 6:45. If you're into the Village People, I think the one original member, along with other members, will be on stage at 8 o'clock Friday night. That's this Friday. Saturday, come out to the Madison Card Show, go across the street, take in Brat Fest after the show. What do you got on stage? Let's see. Who did we say? Like Rehab? Friday's definitely, at least for my taste of music, Friday's better. I thought Rehab was playing on Saturday, but I guess I don't see Rehab on the schedule anymore, at least on Saturday. I do not see Rehab. Saturday night is Quiet Riot, and that's kind of the only bigger name band, I guess. Quiet Riot, Saturday night. Is Rehab on Sunday? Sunday is Rehab. Rehab's on Sunday afternoon. Okay. And then you got the headliner on Sunday is Neil McCoy. So a little country on Sunday night at Brat Fest this weekend. It's Memorial Day. Memorial Day, to me, it's like, it's just another day. Just another day. I'm going to be listing and shipping. I don't have any plans for Memorial Day. Maybe we'll do a cookout. Every once in a while, it seems like we'll do a cookout or something. Have friends over for Memorial Day. I don't know. No plans at this time. So no Hobby Evolution this Saturday. Obviously, it's the Madison Card Show. We'll review the show on Sunday morning. Oh, I forgot to share the story. We were doing a lot of outside work over the weekend. And actually, my wife had mentioned about a week ago how she wants a pressure washer. What? Why do you want a pressure washer? So most of the concrete is brand new. You know, we tore out everything, put brand new stuff in, including the sidewalk and driveway, with the exception of the front stoop, because that would have just been a mess. So that's old concrete, brown, 20 years old, not new. So my wife wants to pressure wash the front stoop. And then we also have, like, right next to this room here is my patio. And it's got rock wall, and there's like the, what do you call it? Not algae, but like that furry green stuff growing on the rock. And it's brown and needs to be pressure washed. My wife's like, I want to buy a pressure washer. And she like thinks my wife's a clean freak. I am not. So she like gets excitement out of cleaning. And she's like, wouldn't it be so satisfying to pressure wash? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. Maybe. So she's like, I think I'm going to buy a pressure washer. I'm like, okay. So she's shopping for pressure washers. Her and her mom made a run to Menards, and she comes home with a pressure washer. And she's like hooking it up, and like, this is her thing. So I'm just letting her do her thing with the pressure washer. And so I go outside, check out the progress, and she's like, I'm taking it back. I'm like, what? And she's like, it's weak. And I'm like, well, is it, I don't know how pressure washers work. I'm like, is it the pressure in our spigot? Like, I don't. And she's like, no, it's a cheap one. And like the good ones are like $600, and I'm not going to spend $600 for a pressure washer. I'm like, that's good. That's price wise, because we'll use it once a year, if that. And so she tore it all down, and she's taking it back. And it was just a little baby pressure washer. It was just a little plastic. Like, it just looks cheap. But it was still like, I don't know, $150, $200. But it's not, there's just not enough pressure. Like, you got to get the big guns. So she's like, for $500 or $600, I can pay, we can pay somebody to come over and pressure wash for half that or that amount. Probably not that amount. That's a lot of money. But so that was my wife's adventure on Sunday, pressure washing. So there was something else I wanted to touch on this morning, and I completely forgot. George is in the house. What's going on? Good evening to you. Christian's in the house. Good morning. Herman's here. What's happening? Victor, good morning. Go Cubs. Off day for the Cubs yesterday. How about the moves the Cubs made? So it was announced, what day is today's Tuesday? It was announced Sunday night. Luis Vasquez is going to get called up. Luis Vasquez is on the 40-man roster. He's not a top prospect, but he's, probably a top 20 prospect in the organization. And he's an infielder. And it's like, well, that's strange. Now, Nico Horner has not been playing. He's been injured, but he's not on the IL. And it's like, okay, I bet Nico's probably going to go on the IL. And that's why Vasquez is coming up. But you also have Dansby Swanson, who's going to be coming off the IL this week. So what's the corresponding move going to be there? Well, I guess either Nick Madrigal or Miles Mastrobuoni are going to get sent down. And part of that was right. Miles Mastrobuoni did get sent down. Dansby Swanson is now active from the IL. Luis Vasquez is up. And Pete Crow Armstrong got sent down. So that's bizarre. So two infielders are back, and only one infielder goes down, and the other is an outfielder. But I'm not surprised by that, because the Cubs are really carrying 5/6 outfielders, if you count Patrick Wisdom as an outfielder, which he's kind of all over. He plays third base, I guess mainly outfield, but he does play some third base. I don't know what his splits are this year in the field, but so I was a little like 5 to 6 outfielders. Like, one of those guys has got to go. And it's just, I see some of these Facebook groups, you see like they need to bring Brennan Davis and keep Pete Crow, and they need to bring up Alexander Canario. We need some off. It's like, well, where do you put what do? You can't send Ian Happ down to AAA. You can't just trade guys that are not performing. Like what do you do? Like call up this guy, and it's like, well, he's not even on the 40-man roster. So you've got to, well, you could just get rid of this guy. So there's a lot of like, it's I think many baseball fans think baseball is more like checkers when it's actually in reality chess. It's a game of chess because it's not just about who's hit. You can't just shuttle guys back and forth. They've got to be on the 40-man roster. You've got to have a set amount of, infielders and outfielders. So it's a chess match. Brian, good morning. Royals 417 in the house. Kyle, what's up? Good morning. James, what's going on? What's going on? Missed a few days. Not much. Just some boring ass shit here. Listing and shipping and sorting. Listing and shipping and sorting. I don't even have anything good to talk about what I had for dinner. I'm eating better, which is boring. What'd you have for dinner? Instead of, I went out with my buddy and I had a big fat juicy burger. It's one of the best burgers I ever had and blah, 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 blah. And it's like last night I had a salad and a banana. Actually, last night I had a ham sandwich. That's kind of like my cheat. No, for breakfast I have typically. So here's my new diet. What's up, Philly Joe? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday doesn't get the love it deserves. I disagree. Tuesday sucks. Tuesday was always my least favorite day. Mondays, and this is probably, now it doesn't matter. Now that I work for myself from home, every day is the same. Which is good. It's a constant. But when I worked in the office, it was like sometimes I was ready to get back to the office, like especially if I just hung around the house all weekend, didn't do anything. It's like I need to get out of the house. Little did I know I'd be spending like all of my time in the house. So Mondays were okay. And then Tuesdays when I realized I hate my job. Mondays was like, yeah, it's different. It's a change. And then Tuesdays was like, oh, I forgot how much this job sucks. So I always hated Tuesdays. Tuesdays were always my least favorite day of the week. That's when reality really set in, that I hate my job. Now it's not. Now every day is the same. So going back to yesterday, so for breakfast, so I start off with my water. And then I go to my mushroom coffee, 2 cups of mushroom coffee. And then I'll have a banana and 2 kiwis. That's my breakfast. And then for lunch, it kind of varies. Yesterday we had, it was Salmon Sunday. So I had leftover salmon for lunch. I just had a small piece of salmon, and then what did I have with it? Like some baby carrots. And then I had an afternoon snack of some trail mix. And then for dinner, I had a ham sandwich. And that was it. With a big fat heirloom tomato on it. So that's kind of, sometimes I'll eat some bran flakes. I'm drinking almond milk, no sugar in the almond milk, which is boring. Not as good as the sugar vanilla almond milk. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And last night it's like, I'm good for a cheat day. Text my buddies like, I'm not feeling up for going out tonight. I'm like, okay, which is good. It's good for me. I don't need to. I do need to get out of the house though. This weekend, Madison Card Show. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to waste. Like, here's my thoughts on cheat meals. And I've always thought, even when I ate shit every single day for every meal, I always thought, I looked at people that were eating better, and it's like, this is my cheat day. It's like, you don't have to have a cheat day. And that's kind of how I look at things. It's like, because then and this is, everybody's different though. Like, some people can handle cheat days. Like, I don't think I could handle a cheat day, because I say cheat days are Friday's my cheat day. Because then all of a sudden you're eating tuna and you're eating vegetables all freaking day. But then, Friday, you can eat whatever the fuck you want. F-bomb, baby. You can eat it whatever the hell you want on Friday. And so you're just looking forward to Friday. And it's like you're hate eating every meal, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday, you can eat whatever the hell you want. You love it. And then Saturday becomes like the Tuesday. Back to reality, eating all the vegetables again. And so that's why I don't want a cheat day. So I've just been doing this every single day, and it's just by choice. It's not, if you remember all the way back 2 weeks ago, when I decided to do this, it wasn't going to be like, I'm not quitting caffeine. I'm not quitting sugar. I'm not quitting beer. I'm not quitting fat burgers at the bar. It's just, I don't need to eat shit every meal, every day. In fact, I'm going to die if I do that. I'm going to die if I do that. Eventually, we're all going to die. But I do feel so much better. And so that's why I don't want to do a cheat day, because then you look forward to it and then you're really disappointed when you have to go back to eating the other stuff. So now, am I going to eat a fat burger? Yeah, eventually. Hell, maybe tonight. Maybe today my wife's like, let's grill burgers. I'll be like, okay, we'll grill burgers. So, but it's not something I want to plan. Like, okay, this day's my cheat day and I'm going to eat whatever the hell I want. So kind of like, and I kind of, again, that's just me. That's how my brain works. It's kind of like, when people do decide to go on diets, change their lifestyles, it's like, I'm going to do it on January 1st, my New Year's resolution, or I'm going to wait till Monday, or I'm going to wait until after the holidays, because they want to gorge themselves with shit for the next week or how many ever days it is. It's like, just do it. We always want to start like I'm going to eat better starting Monday. I'm going to be a better person starting Monday. I'm going to go out and do stupid shit for the next couple days. It's like when people want to make their changes, it's like, well, I'm going to wait until it's procrastination, which I am a key procrastinator. That's why I don't want to do it, because I know that once it comes, it's like, well, I have it set in my mind that I'm going to start on Monday, but it's Monday. I can wait till Tuesday. That's how my brain works. So that's why I just don't do it. If I want to do it, I'll do it. Up until 2 weeks ago, I didn't want to stop eating frozen pizza. I didn't want to stop drinking beer 4 nights a week. I didn't want to stop drinking a pot of coffee. But sometimes things happen, like super high blood pressure. It's like, maybe I should probably change my ways a little bit. Where are we at? T206 Kid says, John Nolen, I picture him as being a local politician. He may have been. I think he was an architect early on in Hobby Evolution, the early days of the Madison Card Show. We talked about John Nolen, and I think he was an architect. There's actually a plaque at the hotel, at the Sheraton. So John Nolen was an American landscape architect, planning consultant, founding member of the American City Planning Institute, and a writer. He was born in Philadelphia. How about this? In 1903, John Nolen sold his house and used the money to enroll in the newly established Harvard School of Landscape Architecture under the famed instructors Frederick Law Olmsted Jr., Arthur Shurtleff, and B.M. Watson. He received his degree from Harvard in 1905. Where's his Madison? Impact on Wisconsin. John Nolen developed plans for the University of Wisconsin, the city of Madison, and the state park system. His comprehensive approach blended social, economic, and physical aspects of urban life with the preservation of natural beauty. Well, that's fascinating because Madison is, if you've ever been to Madison and drove around, it's very widespread. The city is pretty widespread because there are a lot of parks and there's a lot of landscaping throughout the city. His plan for the city of Madison is considered a preeminent example of the urban landscape movement. Nolen later cited the grounds surrounding Worcester College as an inspiration for his plans for Madison. Fascinating. So there you go. Landscape architect. One of Madison's main thoroughfares, John Nolen Drive, is named after him. There you go. Nolen also helped design the Tenny Park Yahara River Parkway, which is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. John Nolen, there you go. There's your little history for today. Steve, what's up? Good morning. Steve's up early. It's only 5:23, I think, where Steve's at. Mikey, good morning. Why the worst episode? I don't know. We just don't have anything to talk about. You're going to have to be the judge. Is it going to be the worst episode? My nose is really dry right here. I've washed my face the last couple of days, and I guess the soap I'm using is dry. See, that's why it's the worst episode. We're talking about my dry nose skin. James says rehab was rough. 2 months of talking about your demons and group talks. Rehab. That's the real rehab, not the singer rehab. That's rough. I just had a fleeting thought. Was it about rehab? And I don't think it was about my nose skin either. Moving on. I can't remember. What the hell was it? Billy Joe says, congrats, James. Hope all is well. Johnny M's in the house. Good morning. Steel Cards is here. What's up? David, good morning to you. Kyle says, running a pressure washer is serious dude stuff, like changing oil. Well, I can tell you that my wife will never be changing the oil. I'm really surprised my wife wanted a pressure washer because that's not her thing at all. She doesn't even know how to start a lawnmower, a push mower. So I was a little surprised by her pressure washing fascination, which ended. It started and ended on Sunday. Johnny says, my wife loves to pressure wash stuff. Who am I to deny her pleasure? There you go. There you go. Johnny Boy Cards, what's going on? Good morning. Collects, Ted's in the house. What's going on? Christian says, need a card topic. How about sets, players, topics of collections that are unique to you? Viewer question. I like it. And I'll go ahead and I think you all know what my collection is. 1 million plus Cubs cards. I'm still pulling. So I did a lot of sorting yesterday. Did a lot of shipping, and then I'm just trying to make space because right now I've just got it's a disaster. Like all of my rooms right now are disasters. So I want to get through this Goodwill palette. No, nothing good. Some random stuff. Nothing real good here lately. But what the hell was I? Where was I going with this? God damn it! I don't have my drinking water in the morning. Like makes me like I need that spike. Even mushroom coffee, it's got a little caffeine. This water is like, dude, where's my car? I did sorting yesterday. Oh, that's what it was. So I was sorting, and I still find myself pulling Cubs and setting the Cubs cards down, and I put them in my Cubs collection. Do I need a 778th copy of the 1989 Top Sean Dunston card? Yes, apparently I do. No, I'm not going for $2 million, but when I have them, it's like, oh, I might as well put them with the rest. So yeah, I did some sorting yesterday. Still pulling the Cubs. I listed some lots yesterday on eBay. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. I was going through one box that had a batch of Julio Rodriguez rookies and CJ Abrams rookies, so I lotted those up. I've talked about doing a different approach with my card show stuff, and I grabbed last night. I grabbed a quarter box that I took to Love's Park at the Midwest Premiere last weekend, and I was going through it and just pulling like Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, players like of that ilk. And I was shocked at like how many really like, and I think this was a recent, I think this was probably the only show they went to. And it's like, there ain't no way in hell I'm putting these at a dime a card. Like there's some, like there was, gosh. Oh, Christian probably knows. Parker Meadows, first chrome refractor. And I had a whole bunch from a recent pickup. And somebody had bought like, I had 5 in my eBay store, and then I put one in a quarter box. And somebody bought all 5 of them, and I think they paid $4 each. And I had this in the quarter box, and I'm like, this is not going to a dime. This is going on eBay. So I will have dime boxes. The next show I set up will be in Janesville on, it's actually Sunday. I've been saying Saturday, June 9th. It's Sunday, June 9th in Janesville. So that's the next show I'll be set up at. And I'll be doing dimes and dollars at the Janesville Card Show. So I am, and I've done this, and I've sorted out players before to eventually lot out. Jordan's a player that I always, easy sales on Jordan's. We'll see how Tom Brady and Peyton Manning do. Just listed those last night. So some of my, and I'll do some other player lots. It's certainly, it's not a priority, just the way I do business, but it's something different, a little different. So we'll see how that goes. So there you go. Christian has a question for the chat. Brian says, I'm starting over on eBay, going to list 100 cards to start all 99-cent free shipping. My goal is to get feedback quickly so I can then add my larger products. I like that strategy. And I think that's what a lot of people as buyers will buy 99-cent cards with free shipping to get feedback. Terry says, good morning. Brian, good morning. How is almond milk? Started drinking oat milk. Kind of tastes like cereal milk to me. Getting old. Ugh. So almond milk, I really like almond milk because it's got a nutty flavor. Now the sugar-free almond milk is not as good as the stuff with sugar in it. Basically, the vanilla almond milk that's not sugar-free, that has the sugar in it, tastes like ice cream milk. Like, say you have a bowl of vanilla ice cream, and at the bottom when it starts melting, that's what vanilla almond milk tastes like. I guess it's the sugar effect. The sugar-free almond milk, vanilla almond milk, it's okay. It's okay. But you know what? It does taste good in like a cereal. It's different. But yeah, it's not great. But the sugar is really good. Mark, good morning. Work is insanely busy. Had to pop on for some hobby evolution. Deck furniture is out. Pool is open. Very cool. Yeah, I really, as I take Biscuit for walks, I see a lot of people are getting ready for summer with, I'll see people opening their pools, and so it's a very exciting time. Summer is almost here. Lewis wants to know, how do you milk an almond? So here's how you milk. So here's how almond milk is made. Let's see. Almond milk is made by soaking and grinding almonds in water, filtering the almond pulp to obtain a milky white liquid, adding water to almond butter, homogenizing with high pressure, and pasteurizing. So there you go. You basically just soak almonds in water. That's the almond milk. So what is the definition of milk? So does that make it a milk? And come on. Where's my, there we go. Definition of milk. Man, Google searches are just all over. It used to be you Google definition of almond milk. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Never mind. I was on the wrong screen. Okay. Definition of almond milk, or not almond milk. Definition of milk. An opaque white fluid rich in fat and protein secreted by female mammals for the nourishment of their young. So would that make almond milk milk? Apparently not, because it's not secreted by a female mammal. So is almond milk actually milk? I guess by definition, it's not. It's basically almond water. It's almond water, which is what it is. Like, that's how you make almond, quote, milk. Soak almonds in water. It's just almond water. They give it the milk name. The Dairy Council should sue Silk Almond Milk. You're giving us a bad name. You're not real milk. You're an imposter. Imposter milk. Duke, what's up? Good morning. Why do today what you can put off until tomorrow? See, that's how I live life. I'll get to it tomorrow. I am a procrastinator. Mark says, I lost 50 pounds and kept it off by not going on a diet. I eat whatever I want, but in moderation. Sounds simple, but it works. Absolutely. The hardest part is just doing it. And I really honestly think the mushroom coffee is helping. Whatever it's doing to my body. Like I don't have cravings. And it just instantly started like after drinking almond milk, mushroom coffee. And, I'm not tired. Like I'm noticing the longer I'm on this, and I don't like calling it a diet either, but I am on a diet. But it's by choice. I'm doing it because I want to do it. Did I need to 3 weeks ago? Did I need to lose weight? Did I need to eat better? You're watching this show every morning or most every morning. You know that I ate a lot of shit and I was probably in really poor health, but I didn't want to change. And then when you go to the doctor and you see those numbers, it's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, it's time to change. So, and I want to. At this point, it's like, okay, not only do I want to for my health, but I just want to feel better. And now I'm feeling better. And I don't get tired after 2 hours. Like I could sit on a computer and work. It's like, oh man, I'm so tired. And then at 3 o'clock, it's like, I need a sugar boost. And I think a lot of it has to do with, I think it's multiple things. The mushroom coffee is helping, but I think also it's addition by subtraction of a pot of coffee, where that was, I think that was, causing some cravings as well. And it's like when the coffee was done, it's like, now what's my next craving? Like I've been drinking coffee all morning. Now I need to scratch the next itch. And it really is like, as I think about it, it's like, man, I never thought I was addicted, but I really was. Now that I look back and it's like I was just jonesing for the next cup of coffee. And then when coffee was done, it's like, oh, I wish I had more coffee. It's like, what's my next fix? It's like, ooh, there's chocolate in the pantry. And then that sugar high wears off and you're on to the next fix. It's like, ooh, I'm going to have a Pepsi. And on to the next fix. Ooh, frozen pizza, fried chicken, fat burgers. It's just this nasty, vicious cycle over and over. Jody, what's up? Good morning. Brian says almonds have nipples. Yeah, you just milk the little nipples, the little almond nipples. I have nipples. Would you milk me? Dan says, have you drank the mushroom coffee? Wasn't around. Yeah, I've been drinking it every day. In fact, I had to buy a new. I had to buy this. I'm on my, or not quite yet, but I think today I'll run out of my original package. So yes, I've been drinking it every day for 2 weeks. Philly Joe says, of course, he's from Philly. Matty Ice, good morning. 99 cents, what's up? If it's a slow day, can you explain? It's a slow day. Can you explain the birds and bees to the group? I don't think I'm the right guy for that speech. Jody says, my wife loves to pressure wash, but I have to start it for her. Interesting. Oh, here's actually a card topic that, yes, I was actually discussing this in my Cubs chat last night. Platinum Anniversary comes out this week. I think some of it's already out, releases tomorrow officially. Platinum Anniversary, it's actually 2023. Topps Platinum Anniversary here at the end of May. I guess it's a good checklist. I don't like it because it's 500 cards. So while there may be good cards in it, the odds to pull it are very limited. I'm looking at the Cubs checklist. I'm just going to look up one name here. I'm looking at the Cubs checklist, and I'm like, I literally twice had to go look to make sure I was looking at the correct year, the correct checklist. So here we are, May 21st, 2024. One of the Cubs players on the Topps Platinum Anniversary checklist that comes out tomorrow, May 22nd, 2024, Matt Swarmer, who has not played in a Cubs game or in a major league game since 2022. And he's a rookie in a product releasing on May 22nd, 2024. I'm like, Matt Swarmer, I don't even remember. I'm like, I kind of when did he last play? What's the game logs? So his last major league appearance. Oh wait. Is May 3rd. July 12th. It's been nearly 2 years since Matt Swarmer has been in a major league game, and he's got a rookie card coming out in a product releasing tomorrow. Who else? Brandon Hughes has a rookie in it for the Cubs. I was just looking at Cubs, and I'm like, Trey Mancini has a Cubs card. I'm like, is this the correct year? What the hell? If I see some Platinum Anniversary, I do have to make a Walmart run at some point this week. If I see it, because it does have retail, if I see a couple blasters, I'll probably pick up a couple blasters because they are cool cards. But it's certainly not something I'm going to go out and buy hobby boxes. Matt Swarmer. Mark Marinello. I just bought 5,000 1974 Topps baseball. I'm officially an addict. Oh, I love it. 74, great year. I love those 74 Topps cards. Card Hobbyist, what's up? Good morning. Stuke says, my obscure collection for 3D 80s kid. Exhibit cards. Nice. I have some exhibit cards. I'm not a big fan of the exhibits, but I do have quite a few in my Cubs collection. I have 12 to 15. I have a Charlie Grimm, which I guess is his rookie card. I think it's from 1927. However, they figure out the years because they're not denoted. I have quite a few of the later versions. I have some of the really old versions. I like them because you can get them for cheap. I think I bought I don't know if it was at the National a few years ago or one of the Chicago Sports Spectaculars. It was one of the shows in Rosemont, and I bought like a stack of Cubs, and I got them for like $2 a piece, $3 a piece, super cheap. Low Roller Scratchers here. He's stocking my eBay store. I think I sold 3 Sandlot cards. I think I'm sold out of the Sandlot cards. I paid 45 cents a card on the Sandlot. I sold Benny the Jet for $15. I sold Ham Porter for $15. I sold another Ham Porter for $18. I sold Kenny for $6 and I think for $5. So pretty good. What's that? $2 and a little over $2, and I made 30, 48, about $60 gross. $60 gross on about $2.50. And I just picked those up 9 days ago. Low Roller says, I am very happy today since it came back yesterday. Mark says, love your exhibit collection, Scott. Your channel always teaches. Porter's in the house. Good morning. I did also sell the Topps, my last of the Topps factory sets. I sold all of them, which in 3 weeks. I think my gross on those factory sets, that was from the collection I bought. Those were basically like, I don't want anything to do with those. They were basically, to me, throw-ins. I paid $1,200 for the collection, and I think my gross on the factory sets alone was $900. So that's pretty good. I sold a Jorge Posada autograph that came out of that collection yesterday for, I think, $35. So that was that collection buy was a really good one. Christian says, Parker Meadows lighting up AAA. Good deal, because I think I've got some more Parker Meadows stuff. Mikey says, let's talk about eBay sales. Well, there were a couple. My Sandlot, my factory sets. My last couple days have been, we talked about it yesterday. My Friday and Saturday were slow, but Sunday was great. Yesterday was really good. Off to an okay start this morning. I think yesterday morning I started with $2 in sales. When I was live yesterday morning at this time yesterday, I was at $2 in sales, and I still crushed my daily number. And I'm at $20 in sales right now for the day. So that's good. And I think most of that came from the Ham Porter Sandlot card. So eBay sales are doing good. What are some of the, let's see, awaiting shipment. Let's see let's just take a look at my most recent sales. Date paid. Right now it's an oldest first. Okay, here's the new one. So I say, the most recent card I sold was a Cubs card, Dansby Swanson, 2024 Topps Heritage. The Ham Porter Sandlot card sold $15. Sold a 2015 Diamond Kings Harmon Killebrew. A Conlon collection from 1991, Chick Shorten. It's a fun name. I sold a Sky Blue Bo Bichette Bowman draft card, numbered out of $4.99. Sold a Henry Bolt from the Oakland A's, Bowman's best autograph, sold for $5. I sold a Heritage Minor League Connor Norby. Another autograph sold for $5. Dane Dunning, Topps Chrome rookie auto. Sold one of my vintage, my 70s that I just put up, 77 Topps Jim Crawford of the Detroit Tigers. Sold the 2024 Heritage Louis Matos, Jack Brannigan Bowman draft, Topps Big League Weston Wilson, Kyle Manzardo Heritage Minor League, a Green Bay Packers police card of Mike Daniels. Another Heritage Minor League. The Heritage Minor Leagues must be coming up on their 30-day, because I've been selling the shit out of Heritage 2024 Heritage the last couple days. So the cycle must be popping up on ending soonest. And then I sold a 2022 Topps Archives red foil, numbered out of 50, Luis Gil. That'd been sitting in my store for a while. It was listed for $20. Somebody offered me 10. And that's the point where is 50% of list price a low ball offer? In some instances, no, it's not. It's like, oh yeah, I'd take $10 for that. I might have taken $5 for it. Because I know 20 was no longer the market price. I sold some soccer. Cooter says, so almond milk is nut water. It is. That's exactly what it is. Kyle says almond milk is a tincture. I've got to Google that. Am I okay to Google tincture? Tincture. A tincture is typically an extract of plant or animal material dissolved in ethanol. Ooh. Solvent concentrations of 25 to 60% are common, but may run as high as 90%. In chemistry, a tincture is a solution that has ethanol as its solvent. I don't know if there's ethanol in almond. I hope not. Nut juice. Max says, as a society, we've accepted people calling themselves something they aren't. So what's the problem with calling nut juice milk? There you go. Why not? My relationship with food is not good, and we don't have time to go into it here. That's okay. Brian, good morning. Mark says, you could tell you've lost weight. Your face looks thinner. Well, thank you. I noticed yesterday I have an undershirt that I hate. It's like, do you have shirts like you wait until the very last day? Maybe it's like a ratty old pair of underwear you've had for 30 years. It's like your emergency underwear. It's like when you haven't had time to do laundry. It's like, oh, I've got to wear the ratty underwear today, or the old fucking yellow gross ass under armpit sweat white undershirt. So I've got a couple of those. They're not armpit stained, but they're the end of the line shirts, undershirts that I wear. And I'm an undershirt guy. You know that. I love undershirts. I love socks. Feet are fucking gross. Nobody wants to see my feet or yours. Max, nobody wants to see your ugly ass feet, Max. So I have this undershirt that I just hate. Why do I hate it? Because I've got a fat beer belly. And so this shirt like just barely goes over my fat beer belly. And I can't tuck it in. I like to tuck it in because I don't like the belt touching my belly fat. It's like, ooh, it tickles. So that's always the end of the line undershirt. Save it for last. Like, oh shit, I need to do laundry. I've got to wear the belly shirt. So I tried the belly shirt on yesterday morning. I wore the belly shirt yesterday. It covers my whole belly. I could actually tuck it in. So I told my wife, and I'm like, I can tell I've lost weight because this undershirt, like it used to, like 3 weeks ago, it barely covered my gut, and I couldn't tuck it into my pants or shorts. And my wife goes, "You've lost weight already?" And I'm like, she's like, you've only been eating healthy for 4 days. And I'm like, no, it's been like 2 weeks. It's like, that's not fair. I'm like, I'm sorry. Philly Joe says, not a diet, a reallocation of nutrition intake. I like that. A reallocation of nutrition intake. Snook and Cooter got to meet this past weekend in Dallas. I'm going to meet Cooter at some point this year. Hopefully, I've got to talk to my wife. I want to drive down, road trip with Cooter to Dallas. Mikey says, why don't you drink normal milk? I don't want to drink normal. I want to drink almond milk. I want to drink some nut juice. That didn't come out right. Good morning, Flawed Thinker. What's up? Dan says Burley has at least 3 different card autos in 2024 archives. I hate archive snap. Is it not snapshots, but signature series? I freaking hate those. But Fanatics is doing everything correctly. They're not doing everything. Nobody does everything correctly. They're doing a lot of things correctly. No company does everything correctly. Porter says, my eBay sales have been down, down, down. It's odd that certain SKUs are selling all of a sudden while others are stagnant. And I think it's part of the cycle. I think it's part of your 30-day cycle because I have one such thing is 1976 Fleer football stickers. And I've got I think I started with 2,000. I'm down to 1,000. And they've been in my eBay store for probably 5-6 years. But every 30 days, I'll have 2 or 3 sales. Once they hit the ending soonest, I'll get a few sales. And then I don't sell any of them. And then the cycle resumes and a couple more sales come in. So I think it's 30-day cycle thing. And that's where I'm seeing with 2024 Heritage. I'm starting to, this week, I've sold a ton. Somebody came in and bought 20 of them yesterday. Surprise set builder. Moving a ton of 2024 Heritage. It's why all of a sudden is Heritage moving? It's probably towards the end of that 30-day cycle. So it's popping up as ending soonest in those listings. Red Light 34, what's up? Good morning. Hit the damn like button. Thank you. Yeah, hit that damn like button. Flawed Thinker says, as a Nationals fan, I've been trying to figure out what they are doing. It seems that the lineup is changing every other game because guys can't hit. They just need to call up James Wood. There you go. Plenty of James Wood in my eBay store. Let's flash though. We've got Madison Card Show this Saturday. 175 dealer tables sold out, 3 ballrooms, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolen Drive. And there's my eBay store scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Link in the description, 99centcards.com. Andy Mack says, 2021 Platinum Anniversary had the worst collation ever. I bought about $2,000 worth of the stuff and only got about 60% of the base set. Oh my God. That's brutal. Brian says, I sold $80 worth of cards in my sleep last night. Always nice to wake up to a small windfall. Time to ship. I love waking up. This morning, I didn't wake up to too many sales. But man, sometimes I'll wake up and I'll look at my notifications on eBay and it's 94 sales notifications just overnight. I'm like, oh, I love those days. And then it's but the next day it's 12. And I'm like, God damn it. James says, a lot of prospects moving really well. Max says, don't fucking look. That shit's on you. Oh, his ugly ass feet. Don't look at Max's ugly ass feet this Saturday, Madison Card Show. Brian says, does anyone know how those her challenge cards work? I don't know what. Oh, home run challenge cards work. I correctly guessed when Rushman homered. Do I just wait for my card to come in the mail? I don't know because they've changed the way they do those. I have no idea. When they the very first year of the home run challenge, I was listing them all on eBay. But then at the end of the season, I still had some in my eBay store. And I'm like, well, they're worth less now. They're going to be worth less because you can't, challenge them anymore. So it was the last day of the season. I had 6. So I pulled them off my eBay store. I scratched them and I submitted them. And I did hit. I hit on one of the 6, Charlie Blackmon. And then I got the Charlie Blackmon numbered out of 52 or something. But I think it's changed. I think the way they do it now has changed. And I've heard a lot of complaints on what they've done. And the way they're doing the home run challenge now. So I haven't even messed with them. That'd be a good one to hit though. In Adley Rushman. So if anybody can help Brian out on that one, I don't know how those work. Orlando, what's going on? Good morning. Cooter says, Stuke, it was great meeting you as well. I enjoy meeting couch people in person. It was my longtime buddy who went to the show with me, asked, why do people keep calling you Cooter? That's funny. Tracy's in the house. Good morning. What's going on? It's getting dark outside. We're supposed to get some bad storms, and I guess south of us, maybe even in Kyle. Be careful today, because I think down in northern Illinois, supposed to get some potential tornadic activity today. It's gray skies moving in. So hanging out in my basement today. Yeah, we had a lot of rain yesterday, but was able to get a walk in. Was able to get Biscuit her walk in. I can tell she was like super antsy. She just wanted to get the hell out of the house. Me too. It's like 5:30. It's like, let's go for a walk. Be damned. Wet sidewalk, be damned. We're getting our walk in. And we ran into Alfie, the Shih Tzu. We like Alfie. I like all the dogs. Biscuit only likes a couple of them. Biscuit likes Alfie, the Shih Tzu. They get along. So they sniffed each other. Got to see Alfie. Brian, bad storms later here today. So all the way down to Quincy. So Illinois. Kyle says tornadic and derecho possible, they say. Yikes. Batten down the hatches. We're supposed to get severe weather, but I don't think we're in like that extreme zone. But who knows? Weather's a crazy thing. So that's what I had for today. Derecho. That's what I had for today. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Visit my eBay store, 99centcards.com. Link in the description. Save 25% when you buy 7 or more cards. Also, I was on a TV show yesterday. Stadium. Are you familiar with Stadium? I was not familiar with Stadium. Apparently, I think you can get it on apps. I tried finding it on my TV, but I could not find it. And there's a show about cards. It's called Stadium Unpacked. Go to watchstadium.com, and I think you can find it there. Let's see, under live events, Stadium 24. Like Savannah Bananas games and minor league games. Watchstadium.com shows. Oh. Is it part of the rally, maybe? I don't know. But the show I was on was called Unpacked. It was a good show. And I had I've never done like a TV show, like TV production show from home. As far like on like live or even recorded. Like when I've done like TV segments, it's like they come to my house and like film me, not like me on the internet. Like podcast, yes, but not like an actual TV production. So I get on and I have to click the like vMix or something, and I can see like what's going on the TV, and I can hear like the producers, and they're like, okay, give me a test. They can't hear me. I'm like, okay, I've got like my microphone's on. I've got this, I've got that, like everything. Like this is how I do my show every morning. I don't know what to do. And then they're like, tilt your camera down. I'm like, shit, I don't know if I can. I'm like doing that. They're like, we just need. I'm like, I don't know if I can get it because I'm on a desktop. And they're like, well, maybe move your chair up. There's too much space. So I'm like moving my chair up like that. Hey, that feels nice. And so yeah, it was wild. Like and I could hear the producers, and there's like multiple producers. I'm like, ooh, this is crazy. It's like a real TV show. So check it out. It's Watch Stadium. I don't know how to find. I did clip. I think the full video is on my Instagram at 1 million Cubs. Twitter. I don't pay Elon Musk, so I'm only allowed 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So you get 2 minutes 20 seconds on Twitter X. So check it out. Watch Stadium. Pretty cool show. The show is called Unpacked, and it's all about cards. So yesterday's episode, they talked with somebody about game worn cards, and I think it must have been the Bobby Witt Jr., Corbin Carroll stuff. Talked about something else. What else? See, I can't remember shit. Where's my mushroom coffee? It helps with your memory. Here, if I can go find the brief little clip. Game Worn Cards, GameStop. So the GameStop stuff that Roller Scratcher bugs me to talk about. Drew Jones on the rise. See, I did not watch that part. Annie Agar. And she's into cards. I didn't know that. She's been working with like Bridgeport Hobby, ripping some cards. And what was the other one? Oh, new releases. So Unpacked, watchstadium.com. Where we at? Cooter says, aren't you glad we don't sniff each other like dogs when we meet? That would make couch people meetups very awkward. Yeah. A lot of sniffers when the dogs meet. Good morning, Mr. Archer. Corbin Carroll is in a super sophomore slump right now. Well, that's a bummer. All right. So that's what I had for today. It's time to go ship. Have a great day. It's Tuesday. Be safe. Be safe from those severe storms, especially you, Kyle, and you, Brian, and wherever you are. Be safe out there. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, visit my eBay store. We'll do it all again tomorrow morning. Maybe tomorrow will be the best episode ever. I don't think today was the worst episode ever. My memory may have been the worst ever. Need some of that mushroom coffee. All right, I'm going to go have my mushroom coffee. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.